بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين. All praises to Allah. We send peace and salutations upon Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to Deen at Dawn, and it's time for the morning message. The morning message for today, we're talking about IPSA, the International Peace College South Africa. They're having their 20th graduation, and subhanallah, they're doing amazing work in creating the future leaders of the ummah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward them and bless them. We are joined today by the CEO of IPSA, Fadilat Dr. Dawood Tereblanche, and also the marketing officer, Sister Aisha Mkhwanazi. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless them all. Let's welcome them. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Ya Fadilat Sheikh Jad. How are you this morning?
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Barakallah feekum. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless your efforts and grant you sincerity and take you from strength to strength. I would like to start by shedding some light on IPSA as an organization, the journey of IPSA. How did it start? What IPSA is doing exactly? We want to make sure that the viewers understand what is IPSA and what is the role of IPSA in the community.
So Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, and shukran for that question, Sheikh Jad. You know, IPSA opened its doors in 2005.
MashaAllah.
It is an amalgamation of two prestigious tertiary seminaries at the Cape at the time, which was ICOSA, Islamic College of Southern Africa, and then also Darul Arqam, that was under the auspices of the Muslim Judicial Council. And at that particular time in 2000, early 2000s, a very serious conversation, took place between these two, institutions, looking at the future of Islam within South Africa, in particular in Cape Town. And these two minds came together and looked at how do we establish an Islamic university in Cape Town. And this is where the conversation really started. So these two institutions then came together, amalgamated to form the International Peace College South Africa in 2005. So the visionary leadership was to establish the first Islamic university on the southern tip of Africa.
MashaAllah.
That is how the conversation started, and this is where we are today, 20 years down the line,
MashaAllah.
where IPSA is still standing.
MashaAllah.
Alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah. I would like to ask you a question about the subjects that are there, that making sure that the leaders of the ummah will be studying already. But just after asking Sister Aisha about the graduations, I'm sure you attended so many graduations of leaders. What is your feelings about the graduations, and especially what's special about this 2025 graduation?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh
Alaikum
to you and the viewers, and shukran for having me today. Firstly, I've been at IPSA for the past 5 years, right,
MashaAllah.
as a student. And for me, every graduation has been unique, right? The gratitude that I have for every one of them is just so out of this world. And this coming graduation, alhamdulillah, brings in also a fresh new start and a light, especially for me as a student and me also as an employee at IPSA, because it's saying, we see you as a student. It's saying that all those days and nights, you not sleeping, you struggling in the path of not just attaining education, but in the path of Allah, it has finally paid off. And this is the beginning of not just you finishing your education, but continuing in the path.
Amazing, subhanallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you for that and help you to graduate more leaders, inshallah, in the future. Coming to you, Fadilat Doctor, and subhanallah, I always say, even in my lectures, in the masajid, etc., that the current problem that the ummah is facing is a problem of leadership. What the ummah need to get out of the tea that we are in, we need leaders, and we need to invest in leaders, and we need to graduate leaders. Tell me about what IPSA is doing concerning the leadership of the ummah and bringing or producing those leaders. When it comes to subjects, when it comes to what you're creating within those leaders of the future.
Yes, so Bismillah ar-Rahim. Yes, we want to first congratulate Aisha for the upcoming graduation on Saturday, and she's really a shining example of what we're doing here at IPSA. and she really came throughout our programs. You know, she started with a higher certificate in Islamic studies, and then she done her 3-year bachelor's degree, you know, in Islamic studies. And then now she will be graduating with an honors degree in Islamic studies, and we hope she's going to enroll in the Masters in Applied Islamic Thought. So she's coming full circle within the institution. You know, alhamdulillah. And this is what we are trying, you know, to do within the institution, and that is to graduate the next ethical leaders within our community that's able to really navigate the contemporary challenges that we face as a global ummah, not only in South Africa but also as a global ummah, because we do have, you know, international students also joining us. What is really remarkable of IPSA, as I've indicated, 20 years in existence, but we've also got full recognition from the Department of Higher Education and Training. So the programs are accredited by the Council of Higher Education, CHE, and then it is registered, you know, with the Council of Department of Higher Education and Training. So IPSA, you know, being the first private Islamic, you know, institution to have that particular accreditation, alhamdulillah, students, you know, receive a recognized, you know, qualification from the International Peace College South Africa, from IPSA. So it is not only students, you know, getting a degree, you know, in Islamic studies, being groomed, disciplined, you know, within the space of Quran, your Sunnah, your Hadith, your Quranic studies, and your Arabic, and so onwards, but they're able to use that knowledge, you know, within the spaces that they operate within, where they function, where they will be going into the communities. And that is what we're trying, you know, to produce within, you know, the Muslim community, you know, of South Africa once a student graduate, you know, from IPSA.
Amazing, subhanallah. Talking about the different subjects and the ulum that they are studying, do you mean that the certificates they're getting, is it only in one thing, Islamic studies, or there are different faculties, for example, that they're studying? For example, they got ulum al-hadith, or they got you can get a certificate in fiqh, in this, in that. Can you just elaborate more on that?
Yeah, so once a student graduates from the institution, the certificate that they will get is a degree, a bachelor's degree in Islamic studies. So under the discipline of Islamic studies, they do those particular subjects. So they do Quran, they do hifth, they do hadith, they do tafsir, they do fiqh, usul fiqh, contemporary Islamic law, contemporary Islamic thought. They do all of those particular subjects. So that makes up, you know, the degree called, if they do a 3-year bachelor's degree, they call a bachelor's degree in Islamic studies. So the major is Arabic, and
this is recognized from the country.
Absolutely, absolutely, alhamdulillah.
Amazing. So what do you say to those people who would like to study Islam in the country? Why should they choose IPSA? Why should you join IPSA?
I think, you know, I would want to end that particular question maybe to Aisha, who came through our program, and to see how, you know, that the course itself benefit her as an individual. So as she has indicated, you know, currently she is within the institution, and she can speak how the course really, you know, impacted upon her life, and how she have used that particular skills within her space that she currently operates in.
Yes. So basically, as Sheikh mentioned, that you are offered different modules within each of our courses. And part of those modules is the likes of Islamic finance. So we live in a world where, you know, we have finance is ridden by things like debt, you know, your riba and all of that. So as a student, being able to go into that space, understand fiqh mu'amalat in depth, and be able to take the knowledge home and even take it further if you wish, right? Being also able to study Islamic laws of inheritance and going back to communities and helping them. How do you deal with things like after death, right? Somebody dies and the real issues, etc. So I think for me, why should you choose IPSA? Because it's the only place where they give you holistic understanding of Islam, not only in one specific aspect, but in different aspects. And it also allows you to, when you finish, you have a recognized degree or or certificate that you can use to further look for other jobs or go to further your studies, do inshallah a PhD, etc.
How did you find studying? Was it easy way? Tell me, as a student. I want the people outside to understand that if they come to IBSA, they will find it easy. Nowadays, subhanAllah, people can study online. There are different ways. How did IBSA develop when it comes to that?
I think the minute as a student you find your studies easy, then it means that they are not teaching you right. I think it is hard, right? But the hardness doesn't come in the manner in which it's taught. It comes in the manner that you have to unlearn in order to learn and become a better person. Looking back now to when I studied at IBSA, I can clearly see the visibility in my learning from your Quran. When I came to IBSA, I didn't even know Alif Batasa. Right? From my learning, my Quran, my conduct also as a young Muslim in South Africa. It also extends because the lectures at IBSA don't just teach you and then that's it, expect you to write exams. But they are there 24/7, there to assist you with whatever you need, not only academic, but with social life, your wellness as a human being.
Many people, Doctor, says that IBSA is more than academic institution. Tell us what IBSA presents to the community.
Yeah, so what we try to do is we try to strike a balance between academia and also our tradition. We are very proud, Islamic institution. We are very fond and proud of our Turath, our legacy, within the South African, context. We embrace 1,500 years of a legacy, of Islam. So we incorporate that sacred knowledge with the space which we live in. And this is what makes IBSA a very unique institution. So yes, we are preparing, as Aisha has indicated, the student, once they complete maybe a degree here, they're able to go into another space, another university, and use that skill set, to advance their studies, at another institution. So we're trying to balance between academia and the sacred knowledge, in Islamic studies. That is what we're really trying to do.
Amazing. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept and reward you for all these efforts. Allahumma ameen. Finally, Sister Aisha, tell me about what's special about this graduation, 2020-2025 graduation, what people can wait for, inshallah.
Inshallah, they can expect graduates who are grateful. They can expect graduates who are also ready for the world, ready to continue their studies and ready to go back to their communities, change them. And also they can expect the community coming together to embrace this beautiful investment into the institution, because without the community, IBSA is nothing. Right? So it's basically everybody coming together to celebrate this achievement for IBSA, for the community, and in that way, alhamdulillah.
Amazing, alhamdulillah. Any final messages from you, Dr. Dawood? No.
To our viewers, thank you to Hilaal TV for this particular session here this morning. We invite the viewers to come and visit us at IBSA to inquire about our programs, just if they feel that they would want to invest in a student, we invite you to invest in the students. We are busy also with a revamp of the institution. So even to participate in a Sadaqatul Jariyah or a Waqf initiative, we invite our donors, people in the community. Maybe they feel listen here, they don't have the time really at hand. They can participate in upskilling, developing, investing in the future leaders within the space of Islamic studies. But please, we appeal to the viewers, come and see what we're doing here at IBSA.
When is the graduation taking place?
The graduation is this coming Saturday, inshallah, at Islamia Auditorium on the 25th of October. We're starting at 2 p.m. inshallah.
Inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan for giving us all this information about IBSA. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to use you for the service of the ummah and to let IBSA grow from strength to strength. Allahumma ameen. Shukran jazilan for joining us.
Shukran, Jazakumullah.
All right, with that we came to the end of the segment of our program. We've taken a short break. We'll come back after the break, inshallah.